I'm Terri Savelle. Thank you for watching today. I want to ask the question, do your words affect your body? In other words, does what you're saying have anything to do with your body size? Well, you might say, yeah, Terri, my mouth has something to do with my body size if I'd stop eating so much. But do you know, most people put more emphasis, way more attention on what's going in their mouth with no regard whatsoever as to what's coming out of their mouth when it pertains to weight loss and fitness. It's amazing. I even heard a doctor say that most people, that when they say things like, I could never lose weight, he said that has more damage than eating an entire bag of chips. He even knew that your words are powerful. And, you might even say, oh, Terri, I've heard about positive declarations and affirmations. Those don't work for, weight loss, which is a declaration in itself. And consequently, you'll get the results from it. Well, you may have heard me share this on a previous podcast. I told the story about a guy named Shad he actually wrote a book about positive self-talk. And he was talking about how for years and years he struggled with obesity, with being overweight. And he said, I tried every diet out there with no success. In fact, he said, sometimes I'd lose weight, gain it back, lose weight, gain it back, and many times gain more weight back. He said he got so fed up with this, he thought there's no diet out there that'll work for me. Nothing works. Well, all of a sudden he began learning about, positive declarations, success talk, self-talk, things like that. And he began to discover how professional athletes and Olympians would actually hire self-talk trainers to just keep them motivated on winning the medals. And he just started thinking, if they can hire these professional full-time self-talk trainers to keep them encouraged to win their gold medal, he said, what about the medal of weight loss? I mean, couldn't I do the same thing? So he said, with that thought, an idea emerged. And so all he did was he just made a list of positive declarations to speak over his body. Well, then he recorded those declarations and he just said, I put it in my bathroom and basically push play. And he just started listening to these positive declarations, affirmations about weight loss and fitness. Well, this is what he said. He said, I decided to listen to them, playing the self-talk in the background while I was shaving every morning. Every morning I would shave, play the self-talk, shave, play the self-talk. He said morning after morning he repeated the process. During the next 10 and a half weeks, I lost 38 pounds shaving and playing the self-talk. Now here's the remarkable thing. And this time he says I wasn't even on a diet. All he did was change the programming that started the problem. He said the equally remarkable fact is that during that same 10 and a half weeks of intentionally listening to his own personal pep talk each morning and losing weight in the process, his wife was putting on her makeup each morning at the same time and lost 25 pounds. He said she was just eavesdropping on my self-talk. Well, he said that was over 20 years ago, and I've never been on a diet since. I changed the program that caused the problem in the first place. Well, my point is that your words create your reality. The Bible actually says in James 3, 4 and 5, it says a small rudder controls the entire direction of a ship the same way your tongue controls the entire direction of your life. Think about that. Your words are that powerful that they actually chart the destination that you're going to follow. Well, personally in my life, I went through a similar experience where, I'm just naturally a fairly petite woman, a small woman, and I've always been very athletic and very, into working out and things like that, but I haven't necessarily been the best eater. It's no secret I like cupcakes. Well, after I turned 40, actually leading up to it, I remember hearing so many of my friends and coworkers and people around me making these statements about how once you turn 40, man, your metabolism is shot. I remember people telling me, you're going to have to work out twice as hard as you did when you were 30 to maintain your figure. Or they'd say things like, your days of eating cupcakes are over. Or Terri, get ready to change your lifestyle because it gets so much harder to keep the weight off. And I would hear these things over and over and over. And the more I heard them, the more I began to agree with them and actually anticipate them. Isn't that crazy? I actually started to anticipate having to work out twice as hard. Well, as a result, my body got worse. I didn't change a thing. I work out the same way, eat the same way, and my body started getting worse. In fact, I would look in the mirror and I would just want to cry. And I would just think, why do I look like this? My face looked fuller, my body looked worse. And then I even started doing 2-a-days at the gym. I'd work out at 5 in the morning, and many days after work, I'd go back up there and walk on the treadmill for another hour. And nothing was changing. And the more I complained and the more I fixated on all the flaws, the worse it got. And I'm not exaggerating. I did exactly what I'm telling you today. I made a list of positive declarations to speak over my body. In fact, the first thing I did was I got a picture of me when I was at my ideal weight. I didn't let anybody else see this in a swimsuit. I put it in my dream book, and I started making these declarations over myself. Things like this. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm beautiful inside and out. I'm free in my relationship with food. I'm fit, firm, and muscular. I have a fast metabolism. I love to work out. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm energetic. I'm disciplined, spirit, soul, and body. I started saying these things over and over and over. Not only that, I started adding God's word to it. One of my favorites is I say, so shall my word be. Well, actually, it says it like this. So shall my word be that goes forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it will accomplish that which I please. So I would say, the word that's going forth out of my mouth is I'm in the best shape of my life. I eat whatever I want to eat, and I maintain my perfect weight. I'm lean, I'm muscular, I'm thin, things like that. Well, your life is going to get in cooperation with your words. You know, Joel Osteen says, don't just use your words to describe your life, use your words to change your life. So every time I would look in the mirror, even though it didn't happen overnight, not at all, but I would look in the mirror and I would want to cry, I'd want to complain, or I'd see a picture of myself, or I'd see a podcast I did and I would just want to cry. I would say, I am fit, firm, and muscular. I have a fast metabolism. I'm beautiful inside and out. And just start speaking those words. And I'm telling you, I was astounded that the weight started falling off. That was years ago, and you know I have never struggled since. I still work out the same. I still eat the same. I don't eat just a ton of junk food and a ton of food, but I didn't change my diet. I changed the dialogue. So I'm telling you, if you want to know where your life is headed, listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. So I want to challenge you to do what I did with get a vision of what you want your body to look like. And then my next point is stop speaking those negative words. Don't say how fat you feel or you look old. Don't say those words. Instead, speak positive declarations. In fact, if you want to get a list of some of my favorite declarations and faith-filled scriptures, just click the link in the description so you can start making those changes in your life today. If you'll change what you're saying, you'll change what you're seeing. So if you're enjoying this podcast, please subscribe to this channel. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, so I can keep you motivated to achieve your dreams. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. I think it's one thing to have a plan, to have a dream for your life, but when you discover God's plan, that's the icing on the cake.
This is more than a women's conference. It is a 2-day event that can propel you into your destiny. Start planning now to join Terri, Savelle Foy, and thousands of inspiring women from around the world at Icing 2017. Don't miss out on this life-changing weekend filled with empowering, purpose-driven worship, teaching, and fellowship. Besides, who doesn't love free cupcakes? We'll see you at Icing 2017, October 13th and 14th at the Will Rogers Coliseum in Fort Worth, Texas. For more information and to register, visit us at terri.com. Don't hesitate. Register today.